Hey everybody, I'm your narrator and welcome to our show. We're diving headfirst into a big old plate of Americana today, folks. From coast to coast, this country is bursting with traditions. We've got everything from the deeply historical to the just plain fun. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take a wild ride through the best darn festivals and holidays America has to offer. First up, the granddaddy of them all, Thanksgiving. It's about family, togetherness, and remembering what we're grateful for. It started back in the 1600s with the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag tribe, a reminder that cooperation, even with your weird neighbors, can be a beautiful thing. Speaking of weird neighbors, the first Thanksgiving feast actually lasted 3 days. Can you imagine being stuck at a table for 3 days straight with your Aunt Mildred and her fruitcake? Next up, we're getting spooky with Halloween. Time to break out the costumes, carve some pumpkins, and stuff our faces with enough candy to satisfy a whole colony of sugar-craving bats. Halloween is all about embracing the strange and unusual. It's rooted in ancient traditions, going all the way back to the Celts and their festival of Samhain. They believed that on October 31st, the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest. So, naturally, they dressed up in costumes to ward off any pesky ghosts looking to crash their party. Let's talk about a real bang-up holiday, Independence Day. That's right, folks, the 4th of July, the day we celebrate freedom, fireworks, and the sheer audacity of declaring independence from a king who probably wouldn't know a good burger if it hit him in the face. We're talking parades, barbecues, and enough fireworks to make you think the sky is having a really colorful meltdown. Hold on to your Santa hats, folks, because we're about to deck the halls with boughs of holly and celebrate Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year, unless you're the one stuck untangling those Christmas lights. Christmas is a time for family, for giving, and for pretending to like fruitcake. But hey, who doesn't love waking up on Christmas morning to a mountain of gifts and enough wrapping paper to redecorate the entire house? Next up, we're hopping into spring with Easter. It's the time of year when we celebrate new beginnings, colorful eggs, and the fact that chocolate bunnies somehow magically appear in our supermarkets. It's a Christian holiday that celebrates the resurrection of Jesus. Hold on to your hamburgers, folks, because we're celebrating Labor Day. It's the unofficial end of summer, which means it's time to squeeze in one last barbecue, pool party, and desperate attempt to get a tan before the weather turns colder than a polar bear's nose. Labor Day is all about honoring the hard work and dedication of American workers. Now let's get real for a moment, folks. Martin Luther King Jr. Day isn't just a day off from work. It's a day to honor the legacy of a true American hero. Dr. King dedicated his life to fighting for equality and justice, and his words continue to inspire us to build a better world. It's a day for reflection, for action, and for continuing the fight for Dr. King's dream of a nation where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. And finally, we come to Memorial Day, a day to honor the brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving in our armed forces. So this Memorial Day, take a moment to remember those who gave their lives for our freedom. Well, folks, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of some of America's most beloved festivals and holidays. Whether we're gathering with family, honoring our history, or simply enjoying a day off, these occasions bring us together and remind us of the values we share as Americans. So the next time you find yourself at a barbecue, a parade, or even just surrounded by family and friends, remember that you're taking part in something special, something that makes America, well, America.